Good morning, Texas. It's the weekend, and wow, November is here. We are back with the Connect Show Texas. I am your host, Wendy Morales, and today we have multi-platinum entertainer and a great friend to our show, Miss London Knighton, co-hosting with me today. Welcome, London.
Hello, Wendy. How are you today? Looking fabulous as always. Oh my gosh. So, fall is upon us. How are you feeling about the fall season?
You know, I actually was not ready, but this morning we woke up to beautiful rain. It rained all night. It is a bit cloudy, but I love it when it rains and we're, changing, moving on to the next season and the temperature isn't just from one extreme to the other. So yeah, I think I'm ready. How about yourself?
Personally, I'm dressed as pumpkin spice. Okay, ready to give it all the flavor it needs to have. I love fall fashions, etc. Getting cozy, falling in love, all of the things.
Well, pumpkin spice is definitely your color. You look absolutely stunning and gorgeous in that color. It's actually one of my favorites as well. So, but you wear it so well, London. And London, you are one of our favorites on this show. And so I'm glad that you're here to host with me today. Tell us, what have you been up to? I know from your Instagram that you are always on the move. And guys, you have to go and follow London's Instagram if you aren't already. She is super active and super entertaining. It's such an honor to get to co-host with you, knowing that Usher is going to the Super Bowl and you help write some of his hits. It's just, you're phenomenal.
Takes one to know one. Enough about me. I actually hear we're co-hosting with another fabulous woman today.
Yes, we do. And she's actually a returning guest and also one of our favorites here on the Connect Network. Let's welcome premier technology consultant and entrepreneur and the owner of Shelby Tech Solutions, Miss Lopez Shelby. Hey, Kat, welcome back to the show.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me back. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you with us, Kat. And you have over 2 decades of technology experience. Can you delve into your journey and how you came to found your very own informative technology company?
Well, obviously you can look at my LinkedIn profile, but I started with one of the major LECs, AT&T, and I was there for over 13 years. And one of the things that I saw when I worked as a small business rep is, companies out there, small, medium enterprise companies that are overwhelmed by the options. And obviously when you work for a particular LEC, you're like pushing like, we're the best. And sometimes we're great, but we may not have a custom fit solution that really is going to work for that client. And so I founded Shelby Technology Solutions because what our goal is we're an advocate for all of our customers with big LECs, with suppliers. So instead of, let's say a particular supplier saying, we're going to try to like make this, square peg fit in a round hole, we're going to find the solution that actually fits for that square peg, so to speak. We truly advocate for our clientele, as well as, we bring the latest technology. We always make recommendations and, we keep up with everything going on. And I'm sure yourself, Wendy, and also London, as business owners, it's a lot out there that you have to keep up with. And, having someone on your side, we can function as additional staff for you. We can advocate for you when you look at renegotiating contracts, whether that be for like hosted phone systems or connectivity or cybersecurity. We make sure that all of those items are taken care of for you.
You know what? You beat me to the question. So I'm just going to have you reiterate that for our viewers. And I'm going to ask again, what services do you provide as a experienced, personalized technology consultant?
So we really offer everything from recommending particular suppliers to contract review, to reviewing your tech stack, to helping you with your cloud transformation or your digital transformation. And one of the big things we're doing right now is cybersecurity and dark web reviews for our clientele. That's been huge over the last couple of weeks. I cannot tell you, as we go into the fourth quarter of this year, we're going to hit DDoS season, and we're going to hit the holidays. And so it's just a crazy time, especially when it comes to cybersecurity.
Speaking of cybersecurity, Kat, as people become more and more tech savvy with the use of AI and other devices, scamming is at its all-time high. Even the Connect Network's Instagram page got hacked and we still don't have it back. Yeah, really bad deal. And so tell us, what can we do security-wise to protect your online information?
So obviously, I think I like to always say, take it back to basics, but whenever possible, set up multi-factor authentication or an authenticator, because having that extra layer of protection just helps. I mean, I always say the simplest things to, fix or correct or work on are making sure like your passwords are not easily guessed or recommended. I mean, I'm going to take it back a couple years, but we had the SolarWinds hack, and it was hacked because somebody's password was like solar1234#. So, I mean, make your passwords more difficult. Don't make it anything that they can find on your Facebook, your Instagram, or any of your social media, as well as make sure that you do have multi-factor authentication set up, because, that gives you, not only do you need your password, but then you've got to get a code either through your phone or through an authenticator of some kind. Another recommendation we always make for our businesses is make sure that you're training your employees. I mean, it can be as simple as setting up a quarterly training for your guys, or have automated training, which we actually help our clients with, to set up automated trainings. And, there's simple things you can do, especially with emails, to make sure that you're protected. So all of those things really help.
Kat, I actually wanted to make a point. We actually had the two-step verification, but that ended up giving the hacker the verification code because we thought that it was Meta we were talking to. So how can you know who you're talking to and not get hacked like we did?
Oh my goodness, Wendy, I absolutely love this question. And here's why. So this is where I say policies and training are so important, because a lot of the hackers, what they'll do is they'll create an email, or they'll message you on Facebook or Instagram, and all the graphics and everything will look just like it's coming directly from Meta, or just like it's coming from your bank or your Office 365. So you want to take it a step further with your verification. Like, look at their profile. Meta is never going to message you and it say user 12345 or something besides Meta in the profile, in that message. And the same thing goes for your emails. Like, if you get something saying, hey, you're almost over your limit, or hey, you need to reset your password, click on where that email is coming from. And, obviously, let's say you have GoDaddy. If it doesn't have GoDaddy or info or something like that, and it has, some random Gmail, that's someone trying to hack in. And that goes to, a separate thing where I was talking about having additional security on your email, because a lot of times the spam filters don't hit those. But if you get an additional security on your email, which is super inexpensive, especially for businesses, they'll actually pull all those out, because what they'll look at is where the email is coming from, what the titles and all that is. But it's really making sure, I hate to say it, but it's double checking, because we as humans have a tendency to just look, and something can come from, like, let's say First National Bank of wherever, but you'll notice it'll, instead of it being FIRST, it'll be FIRT, and we just correct it in our minds. Right. So it's little things like that. So you have to double check everything.
From social media accounts to even banking accounts and digital wallets. So what accounts are most likely to be hacked? Because we are younger people getting hacked. I can only imagine the stress this brings for older folks, older adults.
No, and that's the thing that I will always point out to people, especially if you have parents. And one of the things that we have constantly talked to her about is, don't open everything that you receive via text message. Really, if you did not send a message to someone requesting something, don't ever open those, because that opens up your phone, which has your email and everything on it. So you have to be very proactive, about things like that. And I mean, I hate to say it, but the age bracket of people who are let's say doing the not so great deeds is younger and younger, but they're doing lots of cloning and phishing and all those kinds of things. And so it's just an upgraded version of what people used to do over the phone, except now they're doing it via email and messaging and things of that nature.
Hold that thought, because when we come back, we'll have our very own Kat sharing her professional thoughts on how to help you make and save your business money. Also, we'll have some juicy hot topics and you won't want to miss it.